Don't blink, it's your blink. Possibly, I'm emotional because we just made a video about helping people and when it's good to help and when it's not good to help. And yesterday we were talking about. I'm gonna make this video in French because it's about my past. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do a video in French and I'll do a video in English. Okay. So, see, I did a lot of cleaning with the apartment and I showed the video about people. People were making fun of the apartment. Oh, it's small, dude, you're 31, right? And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Should I be in a better place at 31? Absolutely. But this apartment is part of me. And this video is a shout out. This is a thank you. This is a love letter to the apartment in itself. And I know it's weird. I know it's very fucking weird. Because it's an apartment. But I spent the last 12 years in here. I got a really good rent, really good rent. I have a one and a half that costs $600. There's one and a half that's free, that's $950. The only difference is I've been there for a while, so they cannot raise the price too much because I've been there. The reason why I love this apartment, well, there's a whole fucking story for it. There's a whole fucking story for it. So, I'm 18. I live at my father's house, and me and his girlfriend doesn't get along. So I'm extremely fat, which again, my whole life I've been either fat or lose lots of weight, and I would spend days and days and days working out to lose weight. And she's like, "Why don't you get a job?" And I was like, "Well, I have to work on myself before I find a job, right?" Am I saying that you cannot get a job if you're fat? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I was not comfortable with my skin. I didn't love myself, and it's hard to sell yourself for a job when you don't love yourself. So we would fight a lot, right? And I remember, I always remember that the last fight we had, the big fight we had, was I was into music, right? So what I would do, I would go at 5:30 out. I would go to run. I would go to run because I needed to run. I need to lose weight, and I would do that because I didn't want to bother anybody. I didn't want to wake up everybody. So what I would do is I would go run, right? I would come back to eat breakfast, and then spend the whole day working out. And when I say the whole day, it was the majority of the day. I would play some video games. It was cool. It was really cool. I was listening to Attack on Titan season 1 on Netflix, which was crazy. Um, I still remember that. And I was playing on the emulator on my, I don't remember the phone, but it was an old fucking phone. It was a shit phone. It was amazing though. I loved it. And I remember the first game that I played on the emulator was Final Fantasy 6 on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's the first game I played on the emulator. And the great thing is, I would go to a run, and I come back, and she was awake because she was going to work. And my music was in my ears. It was possibly loud, but it was in my ears. And I don't know if she was in a bad mood, but she came to me and said, "Hey, your fucking music, it woke me up." So the thing is, maybe the I have to be careful because it's gonna be fucking falling. The thing is, possibly woke her up. Why am I saying possibly? Well, she had something to dry her hair, and she was still wet from the shower. So I just came back from running, and you were in the shower or the bath. I don't fucking know. But if I woke you up, how come you're wet? You know. So we had a fight about that. Now, who was right, who was wrong? It's not important. But that was the last time, and my father said, "Yo, listen, you went too far this time. You need an apartment." And he gave me until a period of time to find an apartment. And we found some apartment, and my budget was very limited because I started working at IGA, which again I was working for a part-time at minimum salary. So we started looking for places, and with my budget, the only place that was possible were fucking rooms. So you're basically living in a building with different rooms, and you're renting a room. I was like, "Oh, this is small, dude." Then we found this apartment, and the crazy thing about this apartment is I found it on the last week before the deadline. The apartment was perfect. I was talking with the janitor. Was a nice guy. Okay, this is falling too often, so just gonna stop it. Yeah, so it was a really cool apartment, and when I came in, it was to me this apartment is perfect. I'm gonna clean the apartment a bit more, and then I'll do an apartment tour. But to me, it was perfect. I had a fucking balcony, and the balcony. Listen, I'll be completely fucking honest, but the balcony, I didn't care about it. I didn't care about it. but I did care about it. So, the balcony, I was a guy that wanted to stay home and play video games all day, and it's gonna be fun. It was my apartment, was my space. However, I had a balcony. Now, why was the balcony important to me? I grew up in a house where there was a balcony. You guys saw the video with my father. There's a balcony. So this was important to me. This was a very important moment to me, and so the balcony in itself, I didn't care, but it was nice. The brick wall, to me was important. Why? It's a brick wall. But because okay, so my floor is wood. Wood is something that I love. I grew up on wood floor. I love wood. My room was wood when I was a baby. So the wood is amazing. The brick is amazing. It feels very rustic. I have a balcony. I have a walk-in, which is a place where you can put shit. It's a big 1.5, right? So I fell in love with that. But it's not so much that. The reason why I fell in love with this apartment was it was a perfect first apartment. I was close to my father, and when I say close, it's 10 minutes walking. Me and my father were really close, so it was good. I'm close to a grocery store, which means I can go grocery shopping on foot when I don't drive, which is great. And this apartment, I fell in love with it. When I talk about, I'm gonna do another video in French this time, about how the radio was important to me. But yeah, this apartment means so much to me. And you can choose to believe I'm a fucking loser for living in 1.5 or 21 years old. You can choose to believe that I didn't succeed in life, and that's your choice. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. I don't care. Okay? What I care about is I'm in love with this apartment. And you know what? Am I gonna live here my whole life? No, of course not. Am I gonna live there in 10 years? Of course not. But until I have a family, until I have anything else, a girlfriend, I'm gonna be living here because once again, I got the space I need. I got more than the space I need. I have a wardrobe, I have a walk-in, I have a kitchen, I have a room. It's all in the same piece, but it's perfect. My bathroom, perfect. I'm extremely lucky, extremely fucking lucky. And the whole thing, just to finish on a golden note. A golden note, what a rare thing. Just finish on a golden note. This apartment that you see right now, the reason why it's so important to me is because, see, as a kid, right, I grew up in a very weird household. My father was like, no, I'm not gonna get you anything, you need to work for what you get. And my mom was like, whatever you need, I'm gonna give you, right? So I was like, whatever I need, I just need to wait. Whatever I want, I just need to wait, right? And the apartment taught me. And you see the apartment. The problem with the apartment, the reason why it looks so clustered a lot of the time, it is still small, and I tend to keep shit. So yeah, so because there's not a lot of space and we keep shit, that is the problem. But this apartment in itself made me realize that I don't need that much. Like I live alone. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have. Well, I have friends, but don't live with me. I don't have a roommate. That's a good word. I was looking for the word. I was gonna say fucking conjoint, but that's not it. That's in French too. That's gay. But it's like a roommate. C'est un coloc. And I live alone, so do I need that much space? No. And it's also the fact that it's a really grounding place. It is also, and that's gonna sound fucking. It's gonna sound so bad, and it's gonna sound really bad. But see, no matter what I amount in life, right? I started here. I didn't start here. I had a house before, but see, when I had a job, right, this place was perfect because when I had a job, and before when I came into the apartment, I was working a lot. I was working 2 jobs. So the apartment was just a place to rest, right? My place. I didn't care about it that much. And then I had my depression, and I stayed here for a year, and then the apartment became my whole entire life. You know, it was perfect. You know how weird it is? I have next to no memories. I have memories of living at my father's house because I was living there, but I have next to no memories about how it was like to live there. See, if this content creation amounts to something, if I become successful, if I become a successful is a good word actually. I would have done it from this place. And if I can do it from a 1.5, then people can do it for more, you know? And it's just a very humbling experience. And there's sometimes where I look at the apartment, I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is so small. And there's time where I tell myself, I look around and I say, this is perfect. right? That's it. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.